Hey, 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 it is Lily on the go. Lily on the go. It is me. I am getting ready to go on the second to last trip of the year for me. And I am going with my favorite two travel buddies, my sister and my cousin. So we are actually, they are flying in to Florida. I literally was supposed to stop working at 2:30 and it is 6:20. You can't tell, but it is 6:20 and I'm officially leaving my house. I had booked a hotel stay because it would be easier than having all of us trying to get to closer to where I live. So we're going to stay the night and just relax, get our minds ready for a little quick weekend trip and then be out. I literally have been on maybe 4 hours of sleep. I feel like a lot of my heartbeat today was kind of like fast and normal. And I called my sister. I was like, I've never sat down before and just felt my body, like my heart beating or my body moving. I'm like, but she said that's normal. But I guess I just never noticed it, or probably because I slept on the couch and I sat a little bit upright. So it feels like I really didn't lay down. I don't know, but anything that happens, I just say, and then I just continue to live as much as possible. So I hope when things like that come to you in the middle of you're about to go do something you enjoy or you're about to experience something, and then life likes to throw you a little curveball that lets you know, remind you of your limitation, just say life, not today. Not today. So I am about to get ready to get out this house. It is dark outside. I'm about to take a train this late. And I have luggage and a whole bunch of stuff. But it is my last cruise. I literally went on, it's my third cruise in the last 3 weeks. This is the fourth week. So then I'm going to take a break. We're going to do other travels. We're going to get other stuff done because we are now coming to the end of the year and we got to think about transitions and things we want to do and things that, we want God to give us direction on. So I need to stop feeling anxious. I never felt so jittery before. So yeah, let's get going. Come join me on my last trip, my last cruise for the year of 2025. Adios. All right, I made it to my comfort suite in Fort Lauderdale. I'll do a tour real quick, but the door was giving me issues. So let's see what we got. We got a microwave. Nice. Welcome back to Lele on the Go. Thank you for tuning in. We are heading to Comfort Suite. This is December, the first week of December, and I had just came back the weekend before from the Radiance of the Sea, and 2 weeks before I was on Wonders of the Seas. Now, just in September, I was in France late August and into September for a good month. I started developing these really bad headaches, and it was there through the whole entire time for almost over 2 months. Now, as you can see in the beginning of the video, I am sharing how I am feeling jittery. My heart is racing. I just don't feel like myself. And it's very strange to me. And usually that is like an intuition in my body. My body, they say the body knows, keeps score. Yes, my body always tells me something's going on. The next morning, as I'm preparing to get ready to go on the cruise, I get a phone call from my hematologist doctor, my blood doctor, and he informed me that my blood has not been behaving very well and that I need to be right back into treatment first thing Monday morning. So I guess that's the buildup. Like my body was just kind of feeling like something's coming up. And hearing that news right before I board a cruise was like a bummer because just the idea of going back to getting treatments, being stuck with needles, in my veins, also having a lot of chemicals and IVs and steroids in my system again. Like I've already been dealing with trying to manage my weight since the last two years. And now I was going back to getting treatment. So it kind of made my morning kind of like a little sad. But at the end of the day, it was like, hey, I am glad I got it. He caught it early enough. And the crazy thing, I was telling him I wasn't feeling well, but he wanted to wait until he got the test results to really do something about it. So once again, guys, as I am a person who loves to travel and love to be out, I am now having to be more concerned about my health. I am encouraging people to not let other people advocate for you, even if it's a healthcare provider. They are, the doctors. If you feel something, keep complaining about it, because I really had 2 months of like straight headaches and that was never going away. And saying something and going to get him get checked was the best thing I could have done. He himself said if you had waited a few more weeks, you would have been back at the hospital in the same coma state that you were before. So I am glad that I listened to my body and I said, excuse me, sir. Yeah. So here I am, finally on the boat, guys. We are at Celebrity. We're finally here. I guess. Okay. Once again, we're running late, but look how nice this port looks. I know it was pretty empty, but it was very clean and sleek. All right, we are on our first Celebrity cruise. Yes, we're on our first Celebrity cruise. Hi. Hey. So we're about to get on and we're excited because we already got really nice treatment just on boarding. So we can't wait to see.
Very smooth.
Nice and yeah. So we are ready. See you guys on Monday. As a travel advisor, I was able to book these ladies the Aqua class of the Celebrity cruise. I mean, we're already on a fancy boat. Why not just go fancy all the way? The price was very close to what it was for a regular balcony, so I upgraded us for a fairly good price, and we get to have immediate access to the spa area with all the amenities. We get champagne. We also have a specialty dining specifically for Aqua class guests. So when you are looking into Celebrity, if the price is right, you might be willing to upgrade just a little bit. It was a great experience. I can tell this is a low-key cruise. The adults are very adult, but it's so calm and there's not an extensive length of activities to do. You pick and choose the few things, but I would not say this cruise is for a first-time cruiser because you want to have a lot of experience, a lot of activities. But this is definitely for those frequent cruisers who really need a low-key place to be for a few days. The silent party was really nice. I started dozing off at first, but then they started playing some really good music on one of the stations. And there was a couple of other Black ladies that were there, probably single, traveling. And we just started dancing and having a good time. My cousin and sister was out doing their own thing. And that's what we said this cruise was going to be. We all just go and we do what we want to do. And it was a great. So be ready for part 2 and keep on watching.